All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom. All right, this is another walk in the faith on a Sunday afternoon. All right, examining ourselves, whether or not we be in the faith. Okay, because, hey, it's apparent or evident by now that, we ready to get the hell up out of here, man. Excuse the language, but, sometimes you gotta address the situations as such, okay? We are tired of being here, man, all right? And if you ain't, you need to examine yourself, all right? Because you're not in the right spirit. If this is the best that you got to offer is being somewhere that you will get no type of rest, all right? Just look around, man, all right? There's nothing really here to be excited about, man, all right? We ready to get delivered up out of this place, all right? Because we can see, all right, things are just getting worse, all right? There's no relief in sight outside of this truth, okay? No matter what they try to tell you, there's no relief outside of this truth, okay? Trump could promise you everything and then some. But as we all know, politicians or not, they never make good on their promises, man, all right? It's just another empty promise to keep you in the dark, all right, for another 4 years, man. So you should really be what? Sick and tired of this place, okay? To the point that you are constantly putting up prayers for this place to come to an end, man. What place? Babylon the Great, the United States of America, all right? There's nothing here worth really getting excited over, all right? So let's get that in 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. And then we're going to get into the lesson. This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 13, and verse 5. It reads, "Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, is in you, except ye be reprobates," or castaways. So if you still want this place to continue to go on, Yahweh Shai is not dwelling in you, man. All right? Yahweh Shai is not dwelling in you if you still want this place to continue to go on, man. All right? You should be vexed at the spirit just from all the abominations that's going on in this place, man. From the so-called, moles to, whatever and whoever else, man. All right? This place is not fit. All right, you got your women out of order, you got your, you name it. You got your children, they don't listen to you, and this is all coming from a position of, just tired of this place, man. That's speaking for brothers that have children, brothers that don't, the reason why, man. Because this place ain't fit to raise a family. All right, this place is not fit to raise a family. All right, it's unfit. Okay, and it's only waxing worse and worse, man. All right, there's no relief in sight outside of this truth. So you have to really examine yourself. What do you want to do? You want to so-called, quote unquote, live the American dream? Well, that's over. It's no more the American dream as much as it is the American nightmare, all right? Because waking up, you realize that you've been lied to your whole life, okay? Everything you know is just an illusion. It's just an illusion to have you further and further down the quote unquote rabbit hole. All right, wasting your life away. All right, never figuring out who you are or who your enemy is and what the end game for them is. All right, because you can believe the enemy, he has his end game. All right, and it's to bring forth that microchip to what? Chip as many as possible before his time is up. All right, and that's what he's looking to do. So he's going to sell you the biggest, best, product that he can sell you, which is what? A pipe dream. All right, to make you think that you still have time left. All right, in all actuality, this man's kingdom is coming to an end. All right, it's over for him, and he knows that. So he's at his wits on what he's going to do. Because why? As it tells us in Revelation 12:12, he knows he has but a little time. All right, despite how calm, cool, and collective he may appear to be on his TV, on his magic box. Back in the days, he used to control the mass by what? The TV. Okay, now he's controlling the mass through what? Social media, influencers, however and whenever. Okay, but make no mistake about it, his time is running out. All right, in doing so, he knows he has but a short time. So guess what? He has to make his move ASAP. All right, and if you in some way, shape, or form is still tied to this beast system, guess what? You're going to go down with him. All right, there's no other way around it. You're going to go down with him. So it will behoove you to what? To take heed or take caution to what's going on all around you. All right, because if not, hey, you have nobody but yourself to blame. Okay, because this place is finished. And if you're not vexed, then hey, you will be, trust me, you will be vexed. All right, but it's going to be too late. All right, it's going to be too late. The time you get vexed, it's going to be over with. All right, the time to be vexed is now. The time to be in the spirit is now. Okay, as it says in Ecclesiasticus 12, remember now. Let me see if I can get that. This is the book of Ecclesiastes. Give me 1 second. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 1. It reads, remember now. You see, this is the time. Now, not when all hell breaks loose, then you want to be vexed. Because why? You have no other option, no other choice, okay? You want to seek Yahweh now while he may be found, okay? Put yourself in the spirit to what? To be vexed, to be fed up with this place, okay? That's the spirit we in. This is the day's lesson, walking in the faith, okay? Examining ourselves, man. We ain't excited or eccentric about being here in this place. No, man. We understand we here for a moment, for a period of time, but we're looking to really get up out of here, man. All right? We don't care about, 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now, man. All right? We're waiting for what? We're waiting for the Savior to come, okay? And in doing so, we know we only have a short time, man. Okay? The clock is ticking for this man, okay? So back to Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. It reads, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. You see? You don't want to wait for the evil days to come to be vexed, okay? Because it's going to be too late. And for the most part, you're not going to know what to be vexed of, okay? You're going to be vexed of what? Of hunger, of insecurity, whether or not there's going to be back to how it was before everything went haywire. And you're going to be in the wrong spirit, man, all right? Which is why a lot of our people, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, are going to be led to the slaughter, pursuant to Isaiah 65 and verse 12, if I'm not mistaken, okay? So the day right now is the time to remember thy creator, okay? Don't wait for the evil days and then you want to be vexed. No, remember thy creator now. So it says Ecclesiastes 12 and 1, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. See, you don't want to wait to that day. Then you vex. Now you don't want to have no pleasure because why? There's no other thing for you to do other than sitting your ass down somewhere and praying to whoever you think you're praying to for what? Relief, assistance, aid, when that ain't coming to you. Or it will come to you in the form of that microchip, all right? And what are you gonna do? You're gonna take it because you have no other alternative, resources, all right? So, hey, get in the spirit, man, all right? These lessons are to keep you in the spirit, all right? You should be vexed. And we're gonna get that word vexed, okay? Matter of fact, let's get it now while it's fresh on the mind. Vex. Of course, Esau seen the word vex, but they put vix. Let's go with vex meaning.
Vex.
Vex. Make, feel annoyed, frustrated, or worried, especially with trivial matters. Hey man, it don't get no more trivial than this damn kingdom we living in, man, okay? That's why we are vexed. We're fed up with this place. We're annoyed, man. It's the same old bullshit, day in and day out, man, okay? You get up, you go to work, you put in 8 to 12 hours. Some of you might be even putting in 14 hours. You go home, you kick open or you pop open a cold one, you kick your feet up on the couch, you watch the game, and then you get ready for work again, man, okay? That's the cycle, man, of this trivial place, man. And that's why you should be frustrated or fed up with it, okay? Because it's the same routine over and over, all right? It's like that movie with, what's his name? Jim Carrey, The Truman Show, all right? It's just a same thing over and over and over, okay? This place is played out, man. It's played out. And if you're not vexed, if you're not frustrated, if you're not annoyed, then, hey, I don't know what else to tell you. You just have to wait for adversity to kick in, all right? And, hey, for some, it's going to be too late, man. For some, when that adversity kicks in, Jacob's trouble, it's going to be too late to be vexed, okay? It's going to be too late. So now is the time to remember thy creator while the days are still young, okay? While you still have time, all right? Because as it tells us, the what? Seek. Seek means what? Look, search, all right? You got to seek, you got to find, you got to look, you got to search, okay? Because if you don't, it's going to be impossible to find. Once all hell breaks loose, how you going to find the servants, the prophets, all right? Where you going to find them at? Okay? That's the famine of the word, man. When Yahweh draws in his word, that's his servants, his mouthpiece. Okay? You're left to defend for yourself. All right? And a lot it's gonna be way too much, man. All right? So now is the time to be vexed. All right, to get in the spirit. So back to Ecclesiastes 12:1, it reads, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure. All right? Get in the spirit, man. All right? Get yourselves together. Okay? Things are fastly approaching that you don't have any idea of. Okay? Hey, all that loud ass muffler, hey, all that's gonna come to an end, man. As it says, the mirth, the tabrets, and everything else is gonna cease, man. Okay? You see what the people are doing in this time that they have to search and seek and find and look for Yahweh. They out here squandering it, okay? And hey, it is what it is, man, okay? It is what it is. We could care less, all right? We just doing our job. We just doing what's told of us to do, all right? And then whoever don't like it, the hell with them. All right, and whoever find the word and apply it and live by it, hey, all blessings, man. Okay, and especially if you endure. All right. So let's go to Ecclesiastes 7. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7. In verse 7, it reads, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. All right? You see, for the most part, our people, man, they ain't mad, okay? If they can go to the game or watch the game on the weekend, you know, go out and parlay, they cool with being oppressed, okay? They cool with that, man. If they can get them a nice car, a nice chick, you know, they okay with this system, all right? They don't really want this place to end, especially they figure out especially they think they done figure out and found out how to, you know, make it or, you know, get the bag. They ain't in no hurry, man. All right, they ain't in no hurry, okay? They good with being here in Babylon the Great, all right? But for those of us that aren't, it says what? Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. You see? A lot of these people, man, you'll be surprised, okay? You'll be surprised what a raise on a job might do, getting your own business, you know, figuring out how to get over or use the system to your benefit. You'll be surprised what that'll do to somebody's mindset, okay? That could change their whole outlook, all right? From being broke to being, you know, having a little pocket in your change, having a little change in your pocket, excuse me. You'll be surprised what that'll do, okay? It'll destroy their mindset, all right? Why? Because they're no longer in that flight or fight mode, man. Once they made it, they no longer have no urge or need to what? Be concerned about this place anymore, all right? So what? A gift destroyeth the heart. What is the heart? The heart is your mind, okay? The heart is your mind, all right? And if you've given or if you've been given over to that, because it says in Jeremiah 17, I believe, right around verse 4 or 5 down to verse 9 probably, that the heart is deceitful, okay? All Esau has to do is just give you a little break, all right? Give you a little money, and you willing to change your melody. Just look back to when, Esau gave us those stimmies, okay? The little $1,200 checks, man. Jake was out spending that shit, all right? Jake was out spending that little $1,200, man. Didn't even care about being locked down, locked up, all right? How much more when Esau comes out with that universal basic income, all right? Throw you a couple of thousand a week and tell you got to spend it or else you're going to lose it. Meanwhile, you can't really have the freedom to move like you want, okay? Because under this system, this beast system, you're going to be restricted on where and what you can do, okay? But hey, as long as you're getting that couple of thousand a month or a week, you cool with being oppressed, all right? That's why it says a gift destroyeth the heart, all right? And for a lot of people, it's going to be too late, man, all right? They're going to take that damn gift, that chip, all right? And they're going to be destroyed, man. They're going to be destroyed. No other way around it, man, all right? Because why? That's their lot. Their lot is one to be what? Handed over to the beast system and to be what? Chipped and dipped, okay? Chipped and dipped, all right? So you just got to pray that that's not your lot, all right? That you don't be handed over and given over to that reprobate mind, all right? Because nothing is promised, man. All right, nothing is promised in this walk, okay? So we got to stay humble. So let's read that again. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, and verse 7. It reads, surely. So if you ain't sure, hey, you need to be. Because how you know if you oppressed, man? Are you cool with the way this place is? With these momos? You know what they are. You cool with the way the woman is pretty much in Esau's kingdom, even or equal with the man? You see? Are you cool with any of this? All right? If not, you're not sure. You're not surely. Okay, if you are, Salakia, if you are okay with any of that, then you're not sure. All right? But if you're not okay with the woman being on the same playing field as the man, or these, transformers / alphabet people, being proud too, man, to be seen in public. It was a time and day where they wouldn't dare come out. All right? Or if they did, they would structure their day around such where nobody would be around or be out. But now, hey man, they bold with it, okay? They have no problem coming to the stores, going inside the libraries, going inside the grocery stores, going wherever, man. All right, you seen them, okay? And it's just getting worse and worse, man. It's just waxing worse, man. This place is finished, all right? So if you're not sure of being oppressed, hey, you got to examine yourself, man. All right? You need to examine yourself. All right? So it reads, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. Why? Because you know what's good and what's not according to the word, man. You're wise. All right? That shit vex your spirit, man. Okay? Seeing this place wax worse and worse, you don't want this place to continue to go on, man. Okay? You praying daily to end this place, okay? To send that Yahweh would send his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, to end this place, all right? That prophecies would be fulfilled. That whatever it is they're going to do to get this thing started, that Yahweh speeds it up, okay? Because we know he got to do something to crash this place in order for them to bring in that chip, all right? So we gotta, just continue to sit and be patient. But until then, we vexed, man, okay? We're vexed of this place. And that's why it says, surely oppression. We oppressed, man, okay? We oppressed because in this society, we're frowned upon. We're looked at as outsiders, all right? Because we don't want to see our children going to school and being taught by these damn transformers, man. But we're looked at as, outcasts, outsiders. No, man. You see, we have the truth, man. We have what? We have wisdom and knowledge according to the word, all right? And that's enough for us, man, all right? But it says what? Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. The more you get into this word, the more you learn, the more you get frustrated and mad about this place, man. You just see it from a whole different spectrum, all right? It's complete evil. From the shows you watch to even the damn commercial ads, man. Everything is against you. You wake up, you see it for what it is, man. You can't even watch TV. You got to put the mute button on when the commercials come on. Why? Because they try to subliminal give you illness. Do you have this and that? Well, get this. You see? You weren't even thinking about that shit till they brought it up, man. Do you have erectile dysfunction? Well, get this right here. Do you have this right here? Well, then get this right here. You see? It's all about getting and making a dollar here in this place, man. And this is why we're oppressed, man. We're sick and tired of this damn place, man. All right? The Lord can't come fast enough to destroy this motherfucker, man. All right? And we're fed up, man. Okay? We're fed up, man. We can't see this place going on too much more longer. All right? Abba Rathasah, Father will, man. And he show us mercy. And he just, come soon. All right? Send his only begotten son, Yahushua. Now we know there's signs that must take place before he comes. All right? Particularly that mark of the beast, which they're setting up that structure as we currently do this lesson. All right? But if he could only expedite the process a lot faster and quicker, we'll be all the more, merciful. Okay? Because we do need mercy, man. We understand. We do need mercy. All right? We're not above reproach. We understand that when he does bring it, we're going to need mercy, man. All right? We're going to need aid from on high. All right? And guess what, man? Those of us that are called from the foundation, the elect, they're going to receive that mercy. The rest, they're going to have to figure it out the hard way. It's going to be too late for them to be vexed. All right? So now it's the time to be vexed. Okay? For the wickedness that this place has done and is doing and will do until Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai comes to stop it. All right? So, this is the spirit that we in, man. We in the spirit of vexation. Let's read that in Ecclesiastes 1. This is Ecclesiastes 1. And let's start at verse 16. This is Ecclesiastes 1:16. It reads, I commune with my own heart, saying, Lo, I am come to great estate, and have gotten more wisdom than all they that have been before me in Jerusalem. Yea, my heart had great experience of wisdom and knowledge. So you see, as we read And Ecclesiastes 7:7, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. So the more you get into this word and the more wisdom and knowledge you get through this word, the more you become oppressed, man. All right? The more you become oppressed, and it's harder for you to function, knowing what you know in the spirit, man. That this place is straight up wicked. All right? So let's read that again. Ecclesiastes 1:16. It reads, I commune with my own heart, saying, lo, I am too great estate, and have gotten more wisdom than all they that have been before me in Jerusalem. Yea, my heart had great experience of wisdom and knowledge. All right? So we know in these latter times, man, we're seeing the prophecies come closer and closer that the prophets before us spoke of, man. And it's getting worse. All right? To see these things come close is relief in itself, but to also see how this world is waxing worse and worse is making us oppressed. And the more wisdom and knowledge we get according to this word, the more we're being oppressed, man, which is why we're vexed. Verse 17, Ecclesiastes 1:17, it reads, and I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. You see? So when you give your heart, your mind over to this truth, you know wisdom and you know folly, man. Okay? You know folly when you see it. All right? It says, and I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. So that comes along with it, man. All right? And, hey, let's just say, I'll say the little time that I've been in this walk, man, I'm getting frustrated with this place. I can only imagine those that have been in it for 10 plus, 20 plus, 30 plus years, man. Their spirit has to be completely vexed. All right? I don't even know how you can get yourself used to this type of wickedness. To be real with you, I only been in it for a little bit over 5 years, man. And it's already been proven enough to see that, man, this place need to be finished. All right? So I can only imagine those that's been in it for more than 10, 20 years, man. They know good and darn well this place needs to be through. So it says, verse 17, and I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit. So this is also vexation of spirit, man. All right? Because what? You understand that folly comes along with this place, man. All right? You understand that. And knowing so, you still have to what? Do what's required of you, man. All right? You still have to do what's required of you. Despite all the folly, all the wickedness, everything else that comes along with this place, guess what? You still got to go out and preach the word. You still got to go out and be obedient. You still got to go out and deal with these damn transformers, these momos, these wicked ass individuals, these 2/3 jakes, these studs, these women that want to be men, everything, man. You still got to deal with them, man. All right? That's why we're vexed in the spirit, man, because judgment can't come quick enough for this wicked place, man. All right? And we keep sending up those prayers, man, that the Most High, speeds up the time, which he's already doing, but, continue to pray that he keeps speeding it up more and more, man. All right? Till this man's goal is met, where he has to bring forth that microchip. All right? That's what we're praying for, that the Most High speeds up this time. Okay? So let's see. It says, Ecclesiastes 1:18, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. All right? That's what's to come, man. All right? The more knowledge, the more wisdom you get, the more sorrow, man, because you're open up to just how wicked this place truly is, man. All right? You're open up to that. All right? Because why? You're increasing in knowledge. The veil is being removed from off of your eyes. You can see now. You see this place for what it is, man. A cesspool of wickedness, man. You know, masquerading as something that's, you know, cleaner or righteous than what it actually is, man. From the judicial system to, you know, every part of your walk of life, man. All right? That's why we got to put on the whole armor, man, and stay prayed up 24/7, man. Okay? Especially the more you grow in this walk, man, you find out how much more you need to be closer with the Lord on a daily basis, man. In some way, shape, or form. We got to incorporate the word into our life, man. All right? A prayer, reading a chapter, a verse, or something. Making a video, a lesson, something has to be continuously, you know, done on our behalf to keep us in the spirit, man. All right? Because why? We need protection, man. All right? The more we grow in this walk, the more we become keen to what's going on, the more what? The more we're vexed in the spirit, the more sorrow we have. Because we see the things going on, man. And we understand why. And we know, hey, everything is for the will of the Heavenly Father, man. We understand all of that. All right? But guess what? There's nothing we can do except for continue to stay in the spirit, you know, continue to pray, continue to fast, continue to ask the Father for repentance and forgiveness, and continue to ask him to, you know, speed up the time to destroy this place for all its wickedness, and, you know, have faith that it's going to be done this lifetime. All right? That's all we have, man. Okay? That's it. We just have faith. All right? That the Most High is going to get it done, man. And we're going to be part of that generation that sees it and partakes in it. All right? As it goes on to say, Proverbs 11:21, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. All right? So it's only a matter of time, man, for everything that needs to be judged and dealt with actually gets judged and dealt with. All right? On a worldwide scale, okay? On a worldwide scale. We're talking about mass judgment. All right? Not just here, but everywhere else. Okay? Everywhere else where evil is being played out. But we know central that is here in America, which is Babylon the Great. That's why this place has to be destroyed off the face of the map. All right? That's what it is, man. Okay? So we have to be vexed in the spirit, man. All right? The only way we're going to make it out of here. All right? You get lackadaisical, or you start to think that this place ain't going to be destroyed, you're going to fall out, man. Because why? You ain't going to be able to contain that knowledge, that wisdom, man. All right? A gift is store of the heart. So stay in the spirit. All right? So I think that's going to be it. You know, we're going to close out and give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And until the next time, if it be the Lord's will, stay strong, stay in the faith. We almost home. Shalom. Peace.